You're listening to the Ask Drone U podcast. You ask, we answer your drone questions. Whether you're here to turn your passion into profit or you simply fly for fun, we're a community of learners and teachers who aspire to achieve greatness. We are
Drone U.
Hey everyone, and happy day to you. Welcome as we begin to have fun, explore new information, and discuss topics that might be useful to you. Might not be, but they are definitely useful to someone. So
we hope so.
Happy Monday from us here at Drone U. It's probably not Monday for you though, depending on when you are listening to this show. But just remember, you can make Monday a good one. And the way that I like to do it, especially for entrepreneurs, if you're an entrepreneur, one thing that I learned from the Bald-Headed Bureau, that is Tim and Rob over here, is that Monday mornings for entrepreneurs are probably the best time for the me time. Typically, the families are, full bore, full crunch on Monday and the week starting, and they're hating it and typically not very positive. I love Monday mornings because I have completely changed the way that I go about Mondays. That is because of Rob and Tim. They were always like, Monday mornings, take your time. Come in the office when you want. We're not going to be there till 10, so seriously, no rush. And that is a trend that I really enjoy. We weren't here that late. I was here at 9:15 or something. But yeah. I think it's one of those things that I have just found really, really, really helpful, Rob. Because it takes all the stress off, takes the pressure off.
Yeah, for sure. It's also really, really helpful to love what you do, right? So that I know I have friends and I feel horrible for them. In fact, I've been there many years ago where Sunday night was just miserable because you were so not looking forward to starting the week on Monday. And I can say that I haven't lived that life in a long time. So hopefully that is not your paradigm. If it is, change it. And if we can help you change it, let us know how, because we'd love to.
Yes.
Because that's no fun.
I couldn't agree more. All right, well, let's go ahead and get to today's question, which is brought to you by our Fly-In, a drone conference you won't want to miss. It's not really like a conference, it's more of, flying, which is why it's called the Fly-In. The 2020 Drone U Fly-In will be held April 4th and 5th outside of Santa Fe, New Mexico at a Netflix studio site. It is a site where many films have been filmed, including by Netflix, Universal Studios, and other people. Now, why would you want to come to a Drone U Fly-In? It's a very good question. If you like hanging out with like-minded individuals like you do at lots of conferences, well, guess what? You're going to have a lot of time to do that, except you're going to be going from one flight mission to another flight mission to another flight mission, perusing through the Netflix studio town. Whether you're there to practice your skills on the creative side, where we practice cinematography, close proximity flight shots, complex motions, everything that you would want to learn to do smooth videography, then you're going to want to come to the creative day of the Fly-In. Now, if I think most of you are like me, then you understand having more shots, more skills in your ammunition bag means that you're going to be a more successful pilot and business owner as a whole, which is why I would think you would want to join me for the technical track for the Fly-In. Now, this Fly-In, the technical track, will actually have you map an entire little small town. It's about, I want to say anywhere from 15 to 25 buildings. I can't remember exactly how many buildings
in that range, yeah.
But what it does is two things. Number one, you're going to be testing yourself. Number two, you're going to be learning from others. Number three, you're going to be provided with extremely specific instructions from the Drone U team that's going to be seeing through these flight missions. But there's also two other benefits. Number one is you can utilize all of this material to promote yourself. So if you're working on your business this year and you really want to blow by the competition, this is a conference you won't want to miss. Now, let's take this even further. All the people out there, there are so many people out there who say that they're good pilots at these conferences. I invite you because overall, this is a challenge. While there are many beneficial points to the Fly-In, yes, you'll learn. Yes, you'll be challenged by doing flight missions. And yes, you can utilize your data to promote yourself. It is also a challenge. This way, you push yourself a little bit further than you normally would. This way, you can push yourself, your skills, and your business further as well in a safe environment, controlled where the consequences are limited. This is a place where you can showcase your true skills and compete with other pilots to win cash, to win sponsor prizes, and more. We're actually really excited to announce the first couple of sponsors of the fly-in. We are excited to have Skywatch there, who will be at the mixer for us, sponsoring that mixer. So huge shout out and thank you to Skywatch. If you're like me, then you're getting more and more excited for this every single day. I'm pretty sure the pre-sale pricing will end soon. I can't remember exactly when we set it to end, but you're going to want to sign up. Go to droneuflyin.com. That's droneuflyin.com. There you can sign up. Those deals will be ending soon. So if you want to attend the whole thing for a cheaper price, please sign up. Also, don't forget there is a business boot camp / mastermind meeting. Is that 2 days, Rob, or is it just 1 day? It's 2 days. 2 days to help work on your business. With us, actually, at that particular business bootcamp will be Mr. Haya Costello from Drone DJ, giving a class on how to actually utilize your blog posts when formulating the SEO and attracting new attention for your business. He's going to be talking about taking a story from out in the field, what media to gather, and putting it all together specifically in a blog post that helps create those autonomous marketing systems for your business. So very excited to have him on board as well. Yep. And we will be announcing more and more sponsors. Yes, I have more. No, I'm not displaying those right now because I want to keep you guys engaged and give you more and more and more and more and more reasons to sign up, because trust me, we've been working hard on this for a while. And look, it's going to be one adventure you will never forget, because you're going to learn, it's going to be beneficial, and it's going to challenge you. But overall, it's going to be a lot of fun. So don't miss out, and don't miss out on the pricing. Go sign up now, droneuflyin.com.
Hey guys, love Drone U, listen weekly. Wondering about the Inspire 1, looking for new batteries, and DJI doesn't carry them, B&H doesn't carry them. There may be some places that carry new old stock. Kind of leery about those. I think you guys still have an Inspire 1 in your fleet. Wondering about the viability, long-term viability of the Inspire 1 if batteries get harder and harder to come by. So wondering about your thoughts on that. Love Drone U. Thanks. Bye.
Thank you, Chris.
You know, Rob, they say that homes are the only asset that appreciate, but it looks like my DJI Inspire 1 batteries may be appreciating as well.
Little did you know that it's well outpaced the S&P.
Holy cow, like 200%.
Dang,
I say that after I just looked up the price of an Inspire 1 battery on Amazon. It used to be like, I remember it never being over like $180, and now they're $375.
Wow, is that an OEM?
It's by DJI, so I'm guessing it is.
Wow. So, yeah, Chris, that's a great question, and it's particularly a great question because the Inspire 1 is such a great bird. I've been talking to Paul about it, and according to your perspective, it's the best drone you've ever flown.
I think it is the original Ferrari. It's the best drone I've ever flown to date. Skydio could be a close second, but without having more practical experience on the Skydio, I really shouldn't say that. I will say, this drone itself has over, I want to say last time I checked, it was like 1,400 hours on it or something, 1,100 of which were never logged into my DJI Go app because I always flew on the old monitor, which I really loved. And I have to say the Inspire 1, yes, was a powerhouse for me. It really was. And, you and I were really questioning whether to have this conversation about the Inspire 1.
Right.
And I hesitated because I said, well, there's a lot of factors here, Rob. There are things that we don't know that we don't know.
Well, and is it worth the airtime? That's always the question.
Yes, is it worth the airtime? And the reason I think we decided it was worth the airtime, or at least my understanding of why Rob pushed me into doing it, was that it still does have a lot of value for users who don't have an astronomical amount of money to spend on a new unit.
Yeah.
And I say that because this drone can handle pretty much a lot of weather conditions that, other drones couldn't handle, specifically wind. This Inspire was built so differently than the Inspire 2. It's It's so much more rigid. It's so much more bulletproof. And I know John McBride agrees with me that this is like the original Ferrari of drones.
Mm-hmm.
So,
and there are various sensors that you can run on it to accomplish different things.
So let's talk about that. This guy asked, is the Inspire 1 still viable? We're expecting to see an Inspire 3 next year. So, just to be real, DJI could absolutely kill all the support that comes with this particular unit. That being said, I honestly don't know if that's the case. I know we're expecting a lot of new drones to come out. And, with the Autel Evo 2 and its capabilities, if it's all that it's cracked up to be, it could be as powerful as this drone, if not more, in a much smaller package.
In a compact package, sure.
Now, the reason I think that this might still be of value to some departments specifically is the fact that you can get a very cheap zoom camera, right? You can get the Z3 camera. It fits on the Inspire 1. It doesn't offer an astronomical amount of zoom. And also, I hear that DJI never fixed the whole when you're trying to live stream and record at the same problem. I learned that myself filming the World Series of Surfing in 2016 with this thing, and it will not let you live stream and record at the same time. There's just something that's funky that doesn't work. So just a caveat for you public safety guys, I'm pretty sure that bug has not been fixed yet. Now, that being said, if you're operating a Crystal Sky, and you're able to work DJI Go on the Crystal Sky, you could record from the tablet itself. So you could go live and record from the tablet. Now, that being said, the reason I think that this drone is pretty valuable to a lot of people is the fact that you can backpack mount a thermal camera. So you can get that kind of dual camera setup. Now, you're not going to be able to move the camera, okay? I'm talking about the thermal camera. You're not going to be able to move the thermal camera. You're not going to be able to adjust the pitch of the camera. You're not going to be able to randomly take a picture whenever you want to. Everything has to be set up from the ground. There are a lot of limitations, and I think it's important to realize that, Rob, we've really come a long way from this particular drone.
Sure.
And we have become used to very convenient features that are available on other drones that this drone may not have. Now, that being said, if you're a competent pilot and you're short on money, can you build a business on this thing? Oh, sure, 100%. 100%.
Don't you still use it like out on the ranch? Or is that the Inspire 2 that you typically take out there?
Well, last time I took the Inspire 2 out on the ranch, I couldn't even fly it because of just numerous issues, man. That drone sometimes really gets under my skin. I probably should take this thing out on the ranch. The reason I'm actually afraid to continue flying it is, here, let me turn this drone around. It's the motor that's facing you right now. If you're looking on camera, you can see that I just turned the drone around. This particular motor is like an olive green compared to that motor up front, which is like a black. And the reason that they're kind of an olive green is because the motors have been run in high heat and super cold days, super hot days. This drone, was put to the test, and it got its flight hours in for sure. I showed this to one of DJI's engineers at Airworks one time, and his eyes lit up like a Christmas tree. And he said, "You better replace those motors soon." He goes, "I've never seen motors in that bad of condition before."
Really?
It's still working. And I said, "Well, maybe you should have a little bit more faith in your product." So I've actually looked at John McBride's motors, and for a while he had one that was burned out like this. I don't know if he replaced it. I think he did, but I don't remember. I love this drone, Rob. This is... this is really thanks to Multicopter Warehouse when we were working with them and doing stuff with them. And that's one thing that I can always thank Carrie Garrison for. And I know Vic is still close with Gary, and I think that makes me happy. So,
yeah.
That being said, I think the Inspire 1 still does have value. I would be careful, though. There are limitations to how you operate it in comparison to a lot of the drones that are available. Nowadays, it's something to be careful of. It's something to be cognizant of. I would say, to your question, does it still have value? I mean, look, this drone can fly in very high winds. It's very customizable in relation to the Inspire 2. This drone doesn't have the quick spin problem that the Inspire 2 does, and the yaw is not limited like it is on the Inspire 2.
But the batteries they're an issue.
Yeah,
It's
getting
just the reality
batteries
of
is
it.
definitely an issue because if you could buy 2 Phantom batteries for this one Inspire battery, I would probably buy the Phantom because one of the big issues on this Inspire 1 as I'm sitting here thinking about it is, the cold solder joints on the antennas really wear down. And over time, the signal can be very, very, very bad. I actually remember the last time I flew surfing with this, I had to trust a lot of my shots because I didn't have a feed at the time, which is really not good. So there are pros, there are cons. Is it still viable? Sure, 100%. If you're a person who doesn't have a lot of resources, but you're resourceful, then this is a phenomenal vehicle for you. If you're someone who's looking for a turnkey solution, probably not where you should put your money as of right now.
Looks like Drone Nerds has the TB48 for $209. I don't know if that's a OEM or not, but
Well, it looks like Drone Nerds has batteries. Shout out to Desiree from Drone Nerds. There you go.
yeah.
Yeah, excited
Anyways.
excited that they have it because excited that they have it. I think we answered that question. That's kind of a hard one, because does it have value? Yeah, it still has a lot of value. Doesn't do things, the workflow is very different though for this particular vehicle versus other vehicles. In addition, there are pros and cons to this. If you need to fly, a cheaper zoom, this is a great camera.
But you're not going to map with this.
No. When you have much larger sensors that are providing the quality that they are, this is not a viable answer to mapping. So
Yeah.
anyway.
All right. Well, I hope that answered his question. Follow-ups are always welcome.
Yes, they are. Please send in your questions to askdroneu.com. Right now, I'm really looking for a lot of business questions. Cinematography is also, I think, important, but so is advanced mapping. So anyway, let us know what your questions are. Just go to askdroneu.com and upload your questions there. But I think that's going to do it for us today. My name is Paul.
My name's Rob.
This is Ask Drone U.